Hey y'all, it's Lucky Aces. As you can probably tell by the smell of pumpkin spice everywhere, fall has arrived. But seriously, what's the deal with all this pumpkin spice stuff? It's like pumpkin spice everything. But that doesn't concern us. What we're really concerned about is these cooler temperatures that fall brings with it. And I was actually going to head out a little earlier this morning, but yeah, I figured I'd wait till the sun came up a little bit and, you know, things warmed up just a hair. Now it is about 50 degrees, well, it's probably closer to 48. And I know a lot of you are thinking, that's not cold. Well, you're right, it's not. But it is a little chilly. And it's a sign of colder things to come, so we need to be prepared. So as much as it's a pain to me to do it, because I think it completely takes away from the look of the bike and looks 10 times better without it, no windshield. That is going to be a permanent fixture, probably until spring. Because the biggest thing that's going to steal heat from our bodies is, of course, the wind. Now, yes, 48, 50 degrees isn't that cold. Once you start moving, you know, it's a whole different animal you're dealing with. So it's going to do exactly what its name implies. It's going to shield us from the wind, right? Not only going to keep us warmer, it's going to reduce our fatigue as well. Because it's going to keep a lot of wind off our chest and a little bit off our arms. So that's not the only piece of kit we can outfit our bikes with. You can also get heated grips, which, I mean, I don't have, mainly because I'm cheap. But instead what I do is I use glove liners. Now, they're like a thin, silky material. I mean, and I've noticed that does kind of like stiffen my grip up a little bit. But you get used to them fairly quickly. And I've noticed that keeps my fingertips from turning into popsicles. And speaking of keeping our important bits toasty, I usually run a fleece balaclava as well, just for that extra insulation around my head, and mainly my neck, which I've kind of changed my jacket setup as well this year, so I'm not getting as much air on my neck. And I am wearing my brand new one. Now, it is an insulated flannel. There is no zip-out liner on this one, so this is strictly like a cold weather jacket. You know, it's got CE armor in the shoulders and the elbows, and of course I am rocking my Street and Steel Anarchy leather vest with the Alpine Star back protector for the chest and the rear protection. Nothing else, you need to make sure your rear is protected. I'm also rocking some good high quality leather riding boots with some nice old thick socks in there. And under everything we're just wearing a basic thermal set like you can get at any big box store. This one came from the one that starts with a W. It's just a base layer, it's just something, you know, close to your skin to trap that bit of heat. Because really that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to retain the heat we have and keep the wind off of us. And one thing I did notice with these ape hangers with my arms up like this, all the wind is blowing right up my sleeves, which I didn't think about. So we may be switching out gloves. If you're still riding around with your vents open from the summer months, I'd suggest closing them. Well, okay, there's a pro and a con to that. So the pro, obviously, is we're not going to get any cooler air on our head. We don't need it inside our helmet. It causes your visor to start fogging up when you stop. And of course, once you get moving again, it clears up, so that becomes a non-issue. And if you notice, there's kind of a common theme going through this whole video, and it's keeping our core warm. If you keep your center warm, if you keep your vital organs warm, it's going to keep your blood warm, and your heart's going to pump all that nice warm blood through the rest of your body, and that's going to keep you warmer. So I'm not big into coffee, but hey, if it's going to be a colder ride, maybe have something warm to eat, something warm to drink before you head out. So here in central North Carolina, it doesn't get too terribly cold. We can ride pretty much most of the year. And I really feel for folks in colder parts of the world where they can't do that, either because there's 10 feet of snow on the ground or it's just way too cold. Hey, so that's what I plan on doing these colder months to help me stay nice and toasty and not turn into a popsicle. If you like this video, check this one out right here. There's going to be some more useful tips in there. And as always, I am Lucky Aces. This is Lucky Aces Riding. Y'all be good. See ya.